You know I was gonna ignore that shit. But the the, the reason that I wanted to do this and I talked to Tyler about doing that is because I wanted people to be able to see, and I put in the other order that was signed, which is the one where that we already showed on the show on this presentation. His order, his verified order, closing out his case or vacating the order. And if they wanted to do anything else, what would they have to do, people? We all know this. They have to do what? If the other order was dismissed, what has to happen for them to come back, Josh? You should know this by now. You got to unmute,
Have to
Josh.
refile.
You have to refile. Not this case. Right away.
Right.
They
New
must
case. Right.
refile brand new case.
But only thing retroactive can take them back 24 months. But I would advise if they dismiss your case, as soon as they dismiss it and it shows up in the clerk's docket, go file for custody. They'll give you a window.
Oh no, no, no! They can't refile this case. The
Oh, if
child,
it's
the child
this
in this
without
case
prejudice.
is 20
His
years
is
old.
emancipated, but Josh, his is emancipated, so you're done.
Right.
They
Yeah,
have
they
like
got
4 years after emancipation typically, but that's then. But the other thing that exists is what Rick and Mike were talking about earlier is now you have 61.13, where in Florida you have the Good Fathers Act, and that's what I think you're talking about, right, Josh? The Good Fathers Act, and that's what's important. But there you go. So we showed it there, and if there's anything else that we probably could go over, because again, I really don't like you all enough to be here talking to you all damn day. But Tyler called and woke me up, so if I could ruin anybody else's morning, it should benefit somebody um with this information. But again, we don't make it's not made up. There's resources, and I did Taisha's link is in there as well, right? Yeah, so just hit her link, everybody. Share with anybody that has a hearing, and I strongly suggest. And by the way, it's well worth it. Anything I forgot so far, Rick? I know you probably get ready for another game or games today. Anything that I
yeah,
forgot?
yeah. I know what you forgot.
Was that?
You forgot
I
to
hate.
shout out. You forgot to shout out the #1 freshman in college football right now, DJ Pickett. Shout out to
Oh,
the boy.
DJ Pickett, LSU, DJ Pickett, right? Zephyr Hill's own DJ Pickett. So yeah,
Shout out to the boy.
there you go. Absolutely, he had a pick in the Florida game, and he's been on the Chop Shop show. We've had a couple people on Chop Shop show. We've had the pleasure of having Atlanta Falcons starting quarterback Mike Penix, who's actually our first ever guest when he was still in high school at Tampa Tech High School here in Tampa. And we've had Dwight Smith come on as well, trying to get Mike, but you know how them Hurricanes, they uppity sometimes. So we'll try to get a couple of them. Try to get a Hurricane to slide through. He probably ain't gonna want to come for sure after we get off the ass today. I don't know, Tanjik, are you? I guess he must be busy because he sure ain't unmuting. But I want to make sure I didn't forget anything. But again,
No,
I would
no,
say
I think you've covered mostly everything. Yeah,
right.
and I'm
And
that's why I'm staying on mute.
you getting ready for your football games this morning?
Uh, yeah, yeah, in a little bit.
And you have I don't know if you want to shout them out, your other, what do you call them that you have going on, Tandrick, your leagues or whatever?
Uh, yeah, I got a little small business. It's flag football league. Probably got about 125 kids, and also too do franchise if anybody's interested in starting their own league. It's flag football, and it's you can do it in any area. It's profitable. Run it about 3 times a year, spring, fall, and winter seasons. So if you got interest in making some money, let me know. I mean, you do it through sports. You can do any sport, flag football, basketball, anything.
Okay. Well, that and again, you want to put the link inside here because we're actually on This is the first time I've ever actually done this on not just YouTube, but on Facebook. I actually put this link here, so if anybody wants to have a flag football league, how do they get in touch with you?
Yeah. I'll put the website out there, and then my email as well, so you can go out on the website, check it out. Got pictures and all that good stuff and information, and then also I put my information out there as well.
And
Then I'm
for
gonna go back.
anybody, male or female, because this notion that I only help men, somebody said you only help guys. No, I help anybody who I can help without giving them legal advice. I can't give you legal advice, and I'm also not an attorney referral service. But what I would say is, you know, I try to help anybody with your situations to the best of my ability, but I do always highly recommend people get an attorney to help them through their situation. But if you can't, like I could not afford the kind of representation that I would have needed in my case, I had to go ahead and take it upon myself to do it. And okay, Rick, we have it in there. I'll try to find a way to. Anybody can take this and post this stuff to my YouTube. I mean, not my YouTube, to my Facebook. I got to figure this stuff out. I'm not as technically savvy as a lot of guys are. Mike, if you don't mind, I wanted to talk to you, Mike, about the things that you've helped me, because I you know, I don't smoke, drink, take any recreational type of drugs or whatever, but you are involved in something that I come to gain a brand new appreciation for, Mike. Or you know about this. I don't know if you're involved or how you want to say it.